Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinazo Mary Cynthia. On today's video, we are going to be talking about how to choose the right sunscreen for your skin type. Now, some persons do not use sunscreens because they always have this mentality that sunscreens are always going to leave them with a white cast or get them darker, or that the sunscreen makes them sweat a lot. Some even complain that the sunscreens makes them produce excess oil on the skin. So now you have to understand that when it comes to skincare, that sunscreen is a must. You can't have a skincare routine and the sunscreen is not included. Without a sunscreen in your skincare routine, everything you are doing is it's not going to be effective. That's just the word to use. Those products you are using will not be effective without a sunscreen. Some persons do not know that when it comes to you choosing your sunscreen, that you are supposed to choose a sunscreen according to your skin type. I want you to note that there are some factors that you should always have in mind when you are buying a sunscreen or when you are choosing a sunscreen. Now, first of all, make sure that any sunscreen you are getting is a broad spectrum sunscreen. You might want to ask, what is broad spectrum? That sunscreen has the ability of protecting your skin from the sun's UVB rays and the sun's UVA rays. Now, the sun's UVB rays are those rays that are capable, they are capable of giving you sunburn, skin cancer. And then the UVA rays are those rays of the sun that are capable of causing you premature aging, which is of course going to lead you to production of wrinkles on your skin. When you are getting any sunscreen, always check if it is a broad spectrum sunscreen. Even if you are not able to find the phrase broad spectrum, check the label and know if it is written UVA/UVB. If you see it, it is still the same thing as broad spectrum. Also, when you are getting any sunscreen, make sure that the sunscreen you are getting is above or up to SPF 30. From SPF 30 and above is the recommended protection in sunscreen for you to get. SPF 30 and above. SPF simply means sun protection factor. All right, so make sure that it is up to SPF 30. When getting a sunscreen, you are not supposed to use any sunscreen that is going to make you become fairer or darker than what you are. No, any sunscreen you are getting should match your skin tone. Now, coming over to the fourth point, when you are trying out any sunscreen, I was once a victim of this. A sunscreen I got when I was still so much a novice in sunscreen. I got this sunscreen and I was like complaining that I do not want a sunscreen that is going to leave a white cast on my face. Now, I tested the sunscreen on my hands and it did not leave any white cast, and I was like, okay, the sunscreen is going to be good. Now, when I got home, I applied this sunscreen on my face and the result was so bad. Now, when you're going to go get a sunscreen, if they are going to allow you, try it on your face. Try on your face, not on your hands or on your body. What? No, apply a little amount of that sunscreen on your face, not on your hands. This is a little trick I just want to give you because I've experienced this, and this is the sunscreen they deceived me with. So, coming to the point, choosing your sunscreen according to your skin type. Now, there are 5 different skin types. We have the oily skin, we have the dry skin, we have the combination skin, normal skin, and then the sensitive skin. When you are getting any sunscreen and you have an oily skin, you have to make sure that this sunscreen is oil free. Why? Because you have an oily skin. You don't want anything that is going to add extra oil to your skin. Do you understand it? Good. You also have to make sure that that sunscreen is lightweight. Why? Because any product that is thick in consistency, if you should apply it on your skin, it is likely to clog your pores. And when it clogs your pores, what is going to happen? You are going to start breaking out the more. That is why in some cases you hear persons say, I use this sunscreen and my pimple increased and my acne increased. That sunscreen was not for your skin type. All right. Now also make sure that that sunscreen easily absorbs onto your skin or into your skin. Of course, if it is lightweight, it should be able to absorb quickly into your skin. Make sure that it is water based. I'll give you an example of a sunscreen that is water based. The Ecin Tree hyaluronic acid sunscreen, I'll be water gel, something like that. I will leave the picture. So these are the kind of sunscreens you should look out for if you have an oily skin. Something that is oil free, watery essence or water based. Now this is the sunscreen I currently use. This is the Bio UV sunscreen. I have actually reviewed this sunscreen. If you've not watched the review video, I'm going to leave the link in the description box, or you just scroll down. So this is an oil-free sunscreen and it is watery essence, SPF 50 plus, PA plus 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 plus. And I just applied this sunscreen before coming to film this video. When you're also choosing, try to look out in the ingredient list and know if it contains green tea, niacinamide. These are antioxidants that are very great for the oily skin type. So if your sunscreen contains green tea, niacinamide is going to be a very great plus for you. If you have a dry skin type, of course, the dry skin type is the opposite of the oily skin type, right? So if you have a dry skin, look out for sunscreens that are thick in consistency, cream based. You need something that is thick, something that will not easily evaporate from your skin. All right, then also check out the ingredient list. If you see things like urea, glycerin, ceramides, all these things are ingredients that are going to help hydrate your skin. All right, so look out for these ingredients as well. It's going to be a great plus for you if you have a dry skin type. If you want examples of sunscreens you can choose from, I have already filmed a video on that. I got you. Right, just scroll down or I will leave the link in the description box. Sunscreens you can choose from regardless of your skin type. All right, now the next skin type is the normal skin type. Now this is a skin type that I am so much in love with. I so much love this skin type. Why? Because they don't have too much problems to solve when it comes to skin issues. Their skin is normal. They can go with virtually anything. This skin type can use products from the oily skin, is going to be good for them. They can use product from the dry skin, is going to be good for them. Products for combination skin is going to be good for them. So it's just going to be a trial and error stuff. All right, so just try out sunscreens and then know anyone that is going to befit your skin type. But if you want examples, you can choose from the Centella sunscreen, from the Skin Aqua, just anything is going to suit your skin type. All right, so now coming over to the combination skin type. Of course, combination skin is you having an oily T-zone, forehead, your nose and your chin, and then having a dry cheeks. All right, so that is what we call a combination skin type. Now if you have a combination skin type, choose from either the oily skin or the dry skin type. Sunscreens from the oily or the dry skin is going to be good for you. Just trial and error. Try any one of them is going to befit your skin. Examples you can choose from is the Aqua Misha, the Tokobo sunscreen, the Nivea sunscreen. There are just a lot of them. I already filmed a video on that. Go and watch it and see the kind of sunscreen you should use. Okay, now if you have a sensitive skin type, if you have a sensitive skin type, this skin type have to be very careful when they're choosing their skincare products generally. You have to be very careful. Now, if you want to choose any sunscreen you want to use, you have to make sure that that sunscreen has no form of fragrance, no form of alcohol. Of course, this is a general rule, but when it comes to a sensitive skin type, choosing any skincare product at all, make sure that any product you are choosing to use has no fragrance, has no alcohol in it. All right, then an example I will give you is the Nivea sunscreen. I'll leave a picture of it on the screen. I think that one is particularly just for the sensitive skin type. You can also choose from the Vanicream brand. All right, I have filmed videos on this already. Go watch it and choose any sunscreen you want. Now, some persons might want to ask, what of sun sprays? What of sun sticks? Can I use them instead of using a sunscreen? Now, you can use them, but I will not advise you to use them instead of a sunscreen. Instead, you can have a sunscreen and still have a sun spray, or you have a sunscreen and have a sun stick. Why? Because I prefer sunscreens that are in lotion base, like I mean your normal sunscreens, right? Because they tend to give you a proper coverage. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So allow them to be your base first. Then when it comes to reapplication, you can use sun sprays or sun sticks. I don't know if you understand. Use your sunscreens first when you are going out. Then for your reapplication, you use your sun sticks or your sun sprays. All right. So see you in my next video. Bye.